refresh that page.
How you doing? Come on. Ah,
Perfect.
I see myself. Yo, this be the one them called N9ne. And this is my Facebook Live discussion on the storm, baby. You know what I mean? You can get the storm at Best Buy, wherever you are, man. Go out to Best Buy and buy that, man. It's my best work ever. And I ain't just saying that because it's my baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that because it's true. So, if y'all want to talk, let's holla about the storm. Because I'm down like 4 or 5 times. I've been looking at comments all day. You know what I mean? And people just think they can say anything and it has no volume, no depth, you know. That ain't me. He says KOD is his best album. Well, the album KZ is better than the rest, in my opinion. Yeah, that's cool. You can like the dark shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I can throw you a couple questions if you want.
What'd you say?
I can throw you a couple questions if you
I
want.
just want to show him.
Yeah.
Like, am I talking over this way?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you guys can see this all the way over there, but this beautiful work of art, so wonderful. You know, all the artwork is clean. We take pride in everything we do because we want the best for you. You know what I'm saying? I hope you enjoy it as much as I do, because I fucking love it. You know what I mean? What's up with some questions? What's up?
Okay. One question was, what is one of your favorite tracks on the album?
One of my favorite tracks out of 32. That's a fucked up question. Starting to Turn is by far one of my favorites with Jonathan Davis. I made Need Jesus for Day One fans that have been following my journey and know the people who try to damn me to hell and say that I got something to do with a fucking Illuminati or a devil or anything when I'm straight angel. You know, I think Need Jesus is one of them as well. The Needle, Hold on Me. It's just so many, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's hard to, Anywhere But Here, Anywhere is just one I love, you know. But Starting to Turn is like really one of my favorites, you know, because that was my heart right there on Cheating Ass Bitches, you know. What else you got?
Someone asked if you liked or enjoyed working on the storm more than you liked working on the calm before the storm.
Did I like working on the storm more than I like working on the calm before the storm? I can't even remember. That was 20 fucking years ago, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did I do when I was working on the calm before the storm? It was music put together that we had been doing for years. It wasn't really, I don't really remember a process. I know I recorded some of the Calm Before the Storm in LA, like Planet Rock 2K. We recorded at Polar Bear's house, Bear Tracks, you know what I'm saying? He produced the beat as well, next to Don Juan. But this process, 20 years later, it made me feel really good, all the people that came together to make it happen. You know what I mean? Gary Clark Jr., much respect. Marsha Ambrosius, much respect. Jonathan Davis, much respect. Boys to Men, much respect. Problem and Darian Saffron, much respect. Athena Pasuti on Poison in the Well, much respect. Man, Kate Rose on Hold on Me, much respect, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Stevie Stone, Big Scoob, Young Deevy, much respect. The Popper, Rich the Factor, much respect for Kansas City. You know what I mean? It's just the list goes on, man. JL, much respect. Everybody that came together, Chris Calico, Adrian Truth, much respect. You know, everybody that came through on this album, Con Artist of D12 for doing the beat and hooking me up with Marsha Ambrosius, much respect. You know what I'm saying? N4, the same guys who did Hood Go Crazy for doing Need Jesus and What If It Was Me, much respect. You know what I'm saying? It takes a crew of people to make an epic anything, whether it be movies, whether it be music, you know what I mean? Without the Strange Music whole team, you know, much respect, because it can't be done with just one person, you know what I mean? This is a group effort, and I'm sure I missed a lot of people, but everybody who came together to help me put together this perfect storm, I appreciate the love and respect. Respect to all of you. N9ne.
Another question. Someone wanted you to kind of explain in depth the 3 levels of your album, right? Kingdom and Clowntown and
Explain in depth the 3 levels of my album. This must be a brand new fan. Because if anybody knows N9ne, they know that the King, the Clown, and the G are characteristics of me. I'm a king. I feel like there's no one better. That's a bit narcissistic, and I embrace it. I'm a clown. I'm zany. I'm funny. I'm dark. I'm a G. It can stand for gentleman. It stands for OG, original gangster. I've been amongst death. I respect life and love. That is all my characteristics. I brought them back. I introduced the world to them, to the characteristics in 06, Ever Ready. Gave them names, and I put pictures in. I gave them all pictures, and I gave everybody an explanation of every characteristic that I found within myself, and I gave them names. It might sound psychotic, but I did, and I brought them back on this album, but I brought them back as levels of the album. Kingdom, the king is in Kingdom, so all the narcissistic music will be there. Clown, the Clown Town, all the zany music and the dark music will be there. G-Zone, the G will be present. All real shit, you know what I mean? Wonderful. So, I hope I answered your in-depth question. Take it, keep it, realize it, and when it surfaces again on another album, you'll know.
And I know you talked about this a little bit with Billboard, but the genre bending of the album, you know, I mean, you've got Korn, all these different guys, which you're known for, but some people would say maybe you did this a little bit more on this album. Can you kind of elaborate on that, what you were trying to do with the features and why you picked those people?
I picked the people that I want to do music with, that are beautiful musically, you know what I mean? And Boys to Men, I've always been a fan. One of the first songs I heard from them was Motown Philly, you know what I'm saying? But the second song I heard from them was Ooh Ah, you know what I mean? And I always loved it, and I always wanted to rap over it, you know, because I always had that choppy style even back then, you know, that double time and triple time style. So that beat, beautiful, you know what I mean? So I got that R&B hit from Boys to Men and named it Buddha. Talked about marijuana. I think that's beautiful. Only in Strangeland. I'd already did a song with Corey Taylor and Serge Tankian of System of a Down and Deftones and The Doors. I've always wanted to do a song with Korn. Loved their music since day one. And I met Jonathan Davis backstage when I showed Corey Taylor with her at a party, at a concert they had here at the Sprint Center in Kansas City. And we met. From there, all our people started hooking us up. And when I got the idea for the beat, the drums, I sent it to Seven. He did the track, it was perfect. Recorded my verses from the heart, sent it to JD, and he loved it. Him and Chris Calico got together on FaceTime and wrote the hook together. He killed it. And there I had R&B and metal. So I've been wanting to work with Gary Clark Jr. for so many years. I said it in so many interviews that I wanted to do something wonderful with him. And once I heard the beat and it was bluesy, I'm like, this is perfect for Gary Clark Jr. You know what I mean? Even though he can do anything and everything. I wanted something that he could play on and give me a solo and sing on that was, you know, a bluesy swing. And No Gun Control was perfect. You know what I mean? So there goes the blues. Need Jesus. Every album, we try to do something on the gospel tip. You know, whether it's searching for a higher power, whether it's asking, show me a God, and, you know, out of love, we don't put profanity in it. Need Jesus falls in that gospel category. Hardcore song too, you know what I mean? And the one with Athena Pasuti, man, it just reminds you of some kind of swamp, like bluegrass / trap. I don't know what it is, man. I just put bluegrass on it, you know what I'm saying? Because the banjos and shit, you know. And then the one with Marsha Ambrosius is just so, you know, neo soul, you know, beautiful, 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 beautiful. So, you know, I hit a lot of them. Hold on, I have to take this. I'm on my Facebook Live. Everything good? Oh, damn. That's when he decided to come get a CD signed. Can you hear me? I said that's when he decided to get his CD signed, today, right now. I know. Where is he though? Oh, so you got to do all this? You was gonna take him last night? I had the pen ready right there next to it. Just, I thought he was gonna come. I thought that. Yes, yeah. All this is on our Facebook Live, so yeah, whatever you gotta do. All right. Motherfuckers want CDs signed and never did come get them. Sorry and shit.
those looking for, once again, where can you find the Storm?
For those looking for the Storm, if you don't know where it is, you can get it at Best Buy, man. Your nearest Best Buy. It's wonderful. It's there waiting on you. But it won't stay waiting because they're going like chum 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 chum. Wonderful. Any more questions? Usually I would see all the questions popping up or people. What's going on with this?
I think you might have to scroll down a little bit, but we have a couple for you. So the Storm is a pretty massive record, obviously, and has 20 tracks plus the bonus ones. How many beats did you cycle through before creating what is now the Storm?
I don't know how many beats I cycle through, but I usually use everything. You know what I mean? Everything. I usually use everything. When I choose a beat, you know what I mean? I don't just record it and see if it's gonna work, you know what I mean? I know when I like a beat. So I don't remember how many I got. I'm sure, I know N9ne sent me a lot of them and I chose two. They sent a gang of them. As a matter of fact, I chose two. Every one that Seven played me, I used because he knows what I need and where we need to go. The second one, I think Con Artist came to Kansas City here in Strangeland and worked on two, and I chose the second one he worked on, Anywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Some other questions will show up as they come.
Yeah. I see you guys talking now. Who is your favorite? What person or, you know, artist to work with? Who is your favorite? Is it a girl to have sex with? I mean, what is it? You know what I'm saying?
We know you mentioned that you wanted to do a track with Eminem and Kendrick coming up at some point. What kind of track would you want for that to be? Would that have to be a chopper track, or what do you see if you were to get those guys on a song with you?
If Dr. Dre did the beat and Kendrick and I and Eminem got on the song, I think we've already chopped, me and Eminem, and you know, everybody would expect us to chop, but I'm sure some kind of chopping will be in it, but I think this would just be super lyrical, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure chopping would be a part of it because that's a part of my style, and that's a part of Kendrick's style, and a part of Eminem's style for sure. But I don't know, you know, what Dre would hear. You know what I'm saying? What if it was an EDM track? I mean, you know, what if it was a Woe Is Me song, you know what I mean, to where it was sad, you know, it could be anything. But whatever it's gonna be, I hope it's something that can be played all over the world, you know what I'm saying, to showcase, you know, real lyrics from the heart, busting at the same time, powerful music, you know. Sometimes powerful music doesn't have to be super fast, but with those guys on the record, everybody's aware that, you know, that people are gonna put us against each other, like who did the best, you know what I'm saying? Not the song is just really dope, but who got everybody, and it's friendly competition, but it's gonna be a challenge if we all, and when we all three get on a record, you know? I don't know what Dre would cook up. I know the first thing Dre sent me this year, I think it was, or was it last year? It was last year. It was for New Year's Eve. It was for New Year's on Beats One. He sent me that Marilyn Manson track for their radio show on Beats One, The Beautiful People, and I murdered it. I was so happy. I was thinking I could possibly get a beat from him for the Storm, but he was busy doing Anderson .Paak, that is. And that's a wonderful thing, you know. Anderson .Paak is somebody I wanted to get on this record. But he was closed out, you know what I'm saying, in Dre time. Couldn't do it. You know? Yeah. Hey, Tech, the Netherlands here. Are you going? What is that? They're from the Netherlands. Somebody said, Dakota said that some of the best flows they've heard in a while. Thank you. Love you, Tech. You move so fast. Yeah.
Tech, and then track that I know a lot of people have had questions about is Wi-Fi, the one you wanted to actually get Jay-Z on. And you talk a little bit, I know, about in one of your recent interviews about how it came about, like with you and Chris, but you wanted to get somebody that you saw to be like the plug or the connect. Can you kind of elaborate on what that track's about?
Wi-Fi came about when we went to Paris for the first time. You can hear it on the record, you know. I give the explanation when we checked in our hotel room, and Chris asked the guy outside our door, do y'all have Wi-Fi? And he didn't understand what he was talking about, Wi-Fi, I don't understand it. And Chris like, you know, like phones and computers, oh, Wi-Fi, yeah, we have Wi-Fi. So we started calling Wi-Fi Wi-Fi since 2010. So I've been trying to get Jay on the track for a while. And when I heard this track from Seven, you know what I'm saying, I wanted this certain drum pattern, boom, boom, ga, boom, 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 ga, boom, boom, ga, boom, boom, ga, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And Seven killed it. And when I heard it, it reminded me of something that could be on a newer, like Watch the Throne, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to slide it to Jay. And then after Jay did it, I wanted him to slide it to Ye, you know, because I wanted all kings on this, you know, so people who could say they were the Wi-Fi or they're the Wi-Fi. What I mean by that is that people that can get people connected, put people on, you know what I'm saying, take them all over the world, you know what I mean, you know, like I do my artists, you know, and I take them on tour and I put them on records, and, you know, I turn people on to them, I get them hooked in, you know what I'm saying, I get them, you know what I mean, connected, like the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? And everything is clean and clear after that. You know what I mean? So everybody can't say they're the Wi-Fi. You know, there are some guys that can say they're the Wi-Fi, and Jay is the Wi-Fi because he puts people on like Kanye, Rihanna. Ye can say he's the Wi-Fi, put people on like 2 Chainz, Pusha T, John Legend. You know what I mean? Wayne can say he's the Wi-Fi like a motherfucker, put on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Nicki Minaj, Drake. You know what I mean? T.I. can say he's the Wi-Fi, you know what I'm saying? Gucci Mane can say he's the Wi-Fi. Young Jeezy can say he's the Wi-Fi, put on YG. You know what I'm saying? People who get people connected, but it's not a lot of us that can say they're the Wi-Fi. So, you know, and a lot of those people I already worked with before, so, you know, Jay and Kanye would have been perfect for the Wi-Fi, but I'm glad that they didn't have no time to do it, because I had that first verse and I sent it to Jay Brown to get to Jay-Z, but Jay-Z was on tour with Beyonce, he was with his wife, you know, saying this, that, and the other, and his kid, so I understood that, and I didn't know how to get in touch with Kanye. I've never met the guy. I know he was on tour with us back in the day on the Sprite Liquid Mix tour, but Chris Calico talked to him. I did not know he was there with Talib Kweli. I did not know who he was. And he was playing Chris Calico beats, said these soul beats are gonna go, watch what I tell you, and he was right. But I didn't meet him, you know what I'm saying? I was too busy kicking it with Pharrell and Nappy Roots and 311, you know what I'm saying, on that tour, you know what I mean? So I didn't meet him, but I'm so glad that they didn't get to do Wi-Fi, because I came with 2 more verses that were murder, you know what I'm saying? So much murder. I was so proud of myself. And I got to record it at one of Rhyme Sayer Studios, you know what I'm saying? Really nice, quaint house place, you know what I'm saying? When I walked in that early in the morning at 9 o'clock or something like that, you know, it was just so relaxing. And Prof was there, like right there, and he was talking me through the verses, you know, like, what you think about that, Prof? You know what I'm saying? Because I trust Prof as an artist, you know what I'm saying? He's a really wonderful MC. I said, you think I said that clear enough? And he'd be like, yeah, I think it's cool. Well, let's listen to it again. And I said, yeah, it's kind of slurry, right? He's like, yeah, you might want to do that over. I'm like, thank you, Prof. You know what I'm saying? I was just getting it perfect. He was helping me get it perfect. You know what I mean? I got to record Wi-Fi there. Thanks to Rhyme Sayers, thanks to everybody there who made that happen, because it was like the last couple songs I had to record for my album was Anywhere and Wi-Fi, because I couldn't get Jay-Z and Ye on it, so I had to write it on the tour and then record it at Rhyme Sayers when I went to Minnesota for my show, you know, that night. But that day I was working before the meet and greet, and after the meet and greet, I did Wi-Fi first, I think, and then I left to go do a radio station with Peter Parker. Then I came back to do Anywhere, you know what I'm saying? And Prof was there, man. Much love to Prof for talking me through these wonderful songs. But nobody would ever say they're glad that Jay-Z and Kanye didn't rap on the song. But I'm so glad, because I needed those verses to come out. I needed niggas to know, you know what I'm saying? Especially sideways ass motherfuckers, you know, that talk shit about us secretly, and, you know, I just had to let them know, like, no, I'm the Wi-Fi motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if anybody is with us and still talking shit, you know what I'm saying, amongst their people, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know, just know I'm aware, I'm the Wi-Fi, I'm everywhere, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I had to get that off, so thank you, Kanye and Jay-Z, for not being available for me for that song, The Wi-Fi, because I fucking love it. Maybe another time, hopefully. Yeah, I see.
And then, so with The Storm, it's almost somewhat of a sequel, as you've said, not necessarily all the way, but with this album, would you say that there's elements from the Calm Before the Storm? Did you try to incorporate any of the similar sounds, except just put the New Day feel to it?
I don't think that I can put a New Day feel on it. I think that's up to the producer. Seven stays in that space, you know what I mean? All I know is I went back to the Calm Before the Storm, and I know that the majority of that record was gangster, so I wanted grittier tracks. So that's why there are tracks like Bust Serves and Wet, and, you know what I'm saying, Mind Cuff, and, you know what I mean, Godspeed, and, you know, Need Jesus, still gritty, you know what I'm saying, bass-driven tracks, you know what I'm saying, even Starting to Turn, it was gritty metal, you know what I'm saying. I just knew that that record was gangster, so I had to bring that spirit back, and I think I did it here and there, you know what I'm saying, at the same time being N9ne, you know what I'm saying, being three-dimensional, you know, with the Clown, I Get It Now, and all that kind of stuff around it, and Hold On Me around it, you know what I mean, Poison the Well and all that around the gangsterness, you know, and so yeah, I had to go back to the Storm. The Calm Before the Storm. I listened to it, you know, yearly. You know, I find them in my house. You know, I'm looking through stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna listen to the worst 2K today. Oh, I'm gonna listen to, you know, the Calm Before the Storm today. I got all of them. You know what I'm saying? I got the worst. You know, I got the worst 2K. I got the Calm Before the Storm. I even got the Be Warned album, you know what I mean? The album that never came out on Warner, you know, with, you know, The Virus and all that kind of stuff. I listen to all of my old stuff because I have styles on there that people never did, you know what I mean? So I go back to sometimes remember the styles I did that were ahead of my time, and I, you know, do them again, you know what I mean? People are like, wow, where'd you get that style? I'm like, 92. You know what I'm saying? I got this style in 92. From who? N9ne. You know what I'm saying? That guy's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Ish off make or female like guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, who does that back then? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, back in the early 90s, I said, they used to say N9ne, that nigga's really real. But now they say tech ain't shit without a record deal. Then they say tech nigga, what you gonna do? Ooh, got a new crew, no squeezing the juice over here, nigga, you know. So you see that style back in the early 90s, and then you hear Need Jesus, ICE. It's not the way the people want me to be. Flipping the fire for the film, focus to free E. Listen to me, doing it for TV. It's kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? Just like some old N9ne shit, but with a newer kind of like, you know, twist on it, you know what I mean? So I studied the old me a lot, because you don't know where you're going unless you know where you've been, you know. So yeah, I had to go back to the calm.
Absolutely. And then another interesting thing that has been brought up, and we heard on Need Jesus, is you actually don't have any cuss words in the track.
No, I don't.
Can you talk a little bit about why you decided to do that?
I said that already in this. I said that it was like a gospel track, so out of respect for our elders, we don't curse on the track. You know what I'm saying? And that's we do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? We did it on a song with Ritz and Stevie called, what was that song, man? I forgot. I think it was on Stevie's album. I forgot. Baptism. You know what I'm saying? Baptism. Baptism was one. All the songs where I say Jesus in the title or God, I don't curse in the songs because I was raised a Christian, and out of respect for my elders' beliefs, I don't curse in songs that I mention, you know, God or Jesus or Allah or anything, you know what I mean? Yeah, truly epic. Love you, Tech. Love your mind. I love my mind too, man. Thank God for my mind. You know what I'm saying? I love Travis's mind too, man. It's really meticulous mind. And our minds together make shit like this. You know what I'm saying? You didn't curse on See Me either, yeah. I mean, I might have cursed and said one curse word, but you probably heard the radio version. I don't have to curse, you know, so I curse because I want to, you know what I mean? I have a vocabulary, so I don't have to curse, but you know, like Tom Cruise said, sometimes you just gotta say, what the fuck, on Risky Business. But I don't have to say what the fuck, you know what I mean? Because I have a vocabulary and I have a brain. But sometimes you gotta say, you know what I'm saying? What do I say? Fucking rattle maniac and I'm loving it. Call me anything but my motherfucking government. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes it just sounds good, you know what I'm saying? Just to say that because you really mean it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Killer Bee. It's about to become a distillery. You know what I'm saying? You just start the rhyme off like motherfucking Killer Bee. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, dude. Sometimes you just gotta curse. How about doing a song with Immortal Technique? Everybody wants me to do a song with Immortal Technique, and we shall as soon as we cross paths. We're both kings on our own journey right now, but we shall meet in the middle again. You know what I'm saying? Tech about to see Cleveland. Yeah, I am. On the 17th. Yep, yes I am. You know what I'm saying? They call me a lyrical god, man. That's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody named Rosie Medina said that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys are moving so quick. You know what I'm saying? Will there be a Strangulation? Yeah, I'm working on it right now. I'm 3 songs in on the new Strangulation. It's not called Strangulation though. It's a different title. You know what I mean? We already had Strangulation 1, Strangulation 2. It's a new title now. You know what I mean? Tentatively, it's called Strong Genetics. You know what I'm saying? Because the artists are doing something different now. I usually come with all the beats from 7, and I usually come with all the ideas and send them out, like you heard me calling Murs on Blunt and a Hoe, telling them how I want it to go. That's usually how we do this Strangulations, you know what I'm saying? But this one I wanted to call Strong Genetics because the artists are doing multiple songs and their ideas are being given to me. So the first one came through was from Stevie. The other 2 just came in from JL, you know what I'm saying? But he gave me 4. I'm 2 in on JL's right now, you know what I mean? I have to record one right after this. Strong Genetics, man, like genetics of strange artists, you know what I'm saying, coming my way, you know what I'm saying? Not me giving them my, you know what I'm saying, ideas and thoughts and soul, you know what I'm saying? This is strange genetics and strong genetics with an accent A. You know what I mean? So I think that's a wonderful idea, and it's working right now. You know what I mean? I can't wait to get to see what Mayday is gonna send me, to see what Prozac is gonna send me. I heard a riff on something dark that Prozac is gonna send me. Whoa! I can't wait to see what he's gonna talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? This is exciting for me, man. For my artist to say, here, Tech, we're gonna give you this, just like Mayday did with Fragile, and look what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Just like Chris did with Everybody But Me, and look what happened with that. Jesus. You know what I mean? So this is like strong genetics, man. You know what I mean? The genetics of strange artists to Tech N9ne. You know what I'm saying? Come on, feed me, Simo. Feed me all night long. That's right, boy. Is there anyone? They keep disappearing.
So,
You can scroll.
Yeah.
So someone's coming.
whenever you're doing a track with one of these features, do you prefer to typically be with them in the studio to get them out here at Strangeland, or is a lot of what you do is that you'll just communicate over the phone? Or I know you said Chris was doing stuff over FaceTime. Is that something you find happens a lot?
I would love, me and Travis would love the artist to come here. You know what I'm saying? A couple of artists been here, you know what I'm saying? Wayne has been here, Wale has been here, Wanye has been here, you know what I mean? Gary Clark Jr. has been here, you know, Conrad has been here. We would love people to come here and do it, you know what I mean? But a lot of us are like on tour and working, so, you know, sometimes they have to do it where they are, and I'll take it anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because when I send somebody a track, you know, I tailor-make it for them, so it's never, the only person that I sent something to and they said, nah, send me something else, that one is too mellow, you know what I'm saying, was Nas. And I was like, okay, Nas. You know, that was some years ago, and he's like, yeah, that's cool, but I want to do something, you know, harder. And I was like, okay, I'll find it. I ain't found it yet, you know what I'm saying? That was years ago, you know. So, but usually when I send out a beat, it's tailor-made for that person or for that artist, you know what I mean? And I usually hit it right on the head. Like the one I sent to 21 Pilots for this record, it was called Bad Kid. They said they loved the track, but they've been so busy, so it couldn't get done, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it's perfect, you know what I mean? I hope we do it one day soon, you know what I mean? But it was supposed to be in Clowntown right after Hold On Me, I think. You know, Bad Kid was right there, you know what I'm saying? It's so wonderful, you know what I'm saying? So wonderful. And to know that Tyler Joseph and Josh Dunn really loved the track and loved my subject matter, you know what I'm saying? It made me smile. I was like, yes! You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are dope. 21 Pilots are hard. I was there when they first dropped, nigga. I was watching Revolt TV like, who are these motherfuckers rapping? You know what I'm saying? I was right there, and then I just saw them go boom! You know what I mean? So wonderful. But if y'all ever get to hear Bad Kid, y'all gonna say, hell yeah. That's a perfect track, you know what I'm saying, for Tech and 21 Pilots.
Definitely. One of the questions, actually, somebody did comment and say that they wanted to hear like a darker track with you and Nas. Is that a feature that you're wanting to get eventually again?
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna get the one with Nas. You know what I'm saying? We hit it off wonderfully over in Switzerland, man, on that tour, man. The Rock the Bells tour with him and Damian Marley, man. We kicked it like a motherfucker. I came out on his stage, and he asked me come out on the stage and do something crazy, and I go out and stage dive during his set. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I got you, bro. It was always cool, man. Always showed me love. So me and Nas will work. You know what I'm saying? Will work for sure. I just gotta find out. I just don't put motherfuckers on anything. You know what I mean? I have to put them on something that I feel that will last for a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Real good music, not just album fillers. If me and Nas got on something dark, I mean, it's like the subject matter would have to be something that we can both, you know, that's cohesive with both of us. You know what I'm saying? Not just he just over here talking about he got a dark cloud over him and it's a shroud too. You already heard me talk about that. Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it has to be something with substance with Nas.
Absolutely.
You know? Or it could just be bussing. You know what I'm saying? Just bussing, some hip hop shit, just going, you know? But, when people have brains and you know, their thought process is 1,000, you know, even when they partying, there's gonna be something conscious in there, you know, so I'm ready.
Definitely. Just one of the final questions, you know, we recently had an interview with Big Scoop, and he mentioned how if there's a beat that you don't feel like, you know, you feel like there's something missing, as we can tell in your music, you'll almost kind of become a portion of the beat, whether it be you sound like a machine gun or anything, you know what I mean, you're singing or anything.
Yeah.
Can you kind of elaborate on that and how that style came about, I guess?
People say, Travis Barker said, textile, he's like a percussionist. So it's like, for me, knowing harmony and being able to rap in between the beats, like a pair of between the beats, like a pair of bongos or any kind of percussive instrument, you know. I think that's what Scoot and them talk about, like I become the beat, you know what I'm saying? Because I find the melody and, you know, like, running get down, in front of your town, you ever make fun of the clown, I'm gonna get down, we doing it under the ground, a wonderful sound, if anybody come at the hound, you can hear a horn going, you know what I'm saying, like a horn doing that, you know what I'm saying? That's what they mean by becoming the beat, but as far as the chopper shit, you know what I'm saying, that started with Slick Rick. And people like, what? Slick Rick didn't rap like that. I'm like, nah, but he did styles within certain songs that can lead you, if your brain works like that, to chopping. Like, don't worry about a thing, just make sure nobody sees us. We're rich, we can have whatever would please us. Don't worry about a thing. 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 Don't worry about it. It'll turn into that. You know what I'm saying? After a while. So that's how I did it.
Absolutely, that's awesome.
Lick the balls, man. It's a song called Lick the Balls.
Is
I wasn't telling you to lick the balls. That's the name of the song. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want you to lick the balls.
Is there anything else you want to say about your album?
Anything else I want to say about this album? I'm so proud of it. It's so well-rounded. I think I got something on there for everybody. Some motherfucker on Facebook just said, man, I'm on number 13, and it's still like, man. I hit him back, I said, I feel sorry for your ears. I don't know what else you could hear that won't lead you to believe that I'm one of the best at it, motherfucker. One motherfucker said, these trap beats I just can't get with. You know what I'm saying? He said, everybody with me was a trap beat. Where the fuck you get that at, motherfucker? You're trying to say that beat sounds like something you've heard on the radio. Yes, it sounds like a radio hit. The style of beat sounds like some shit that a club would play. I always had those songs, from Planet Rock to fucking Caribou. It just goes on forever, you know what I'm saying? Like from the beginning of my career. So when they say trap beats and all that kind of shit, you know what I mean? It's like, we've been doing songs with 808 since we started, since This Ring. You know what I mean? So now that the rest of the world is caught up, and they put a name to it, put trap on it, they claim that I'm trying to be like the new guys when we're the innovators. Fuck you. And if you think different, then maybe you should go elsewhere, because this has everything. Kingdom, Clowntown, and G-Zone, and a bonus disc that you can get at Best Buy. You know what I mean? This is supposed to solidify me 10 or more years in this game, and I think we've done it. And judging by all the comments that I've been reading since last night, people agree. I'm happy. People are saying congratulations. I did it again. And I got day ones in my phone, like C-Mob, that been day ones that will tell you, bro, I like this song, but I think you could have did better on this, you know what I'm saying? I got Twisted Insane in my phone You know what I'm saying? C-Mob said, congrats, brother, you did it again. You know what I mean? He's a day one. Twisted Insane is in my phone like blood. This shit is bracking. I was like, Sue, my nigga, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Day ones are in my phone. Lebowski. You know what I'm saying? People that really been around since day one has been listening. You know what I mean? Like Jacob Wells in my phone. Like, thumbs up, brother, man. Thank you so much for this. You know, people in my phone, you know what I'm saying? I've been having the same phone line for like 15 years, so motherfuckers from back in the past is hitting me like, Jesus, Tech, still going up. You know, that feels good to me. So, it's going on in my phone with day ones hitting me, not talking shit. So, and the people that said something negative about this, I can count on one fucking hand, and it don't even get to 5. Thank you, everybody. Go out and get the Storm if you really want some real motherfucking music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everything else ain't dope. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out. But this has a bit of everything. Genre breaking at its finest. We're gonna push this motherfucker through the roof. Tech N9ne, nigga.